Good morning, children. I'm Priya Madam, your English teacher. Children, we had the explanation of the first lesson in your English textbook, the snake and the mirror. In the first online class, we had the explanation of the lesson. This vocabulary is connected to the lesson, the snake and the mirror. Have you understood, children? Please put your mind to it. What do you mean by vocabulary? The number of words known to a particular person is called vocabulary. The number of words known to a particular person is called vocabulary. While you're at school, what would be your vocabulary? Desk, bench, bags, notebooks, textbooks, pens, pencils, pouch, your lunch box, the blackboard. These words would be your vocabulary. So, vocabulary is the number of words known to a particular person in the field, in the job, or in the place where a particular person is situated or conditioned. As we know, in the snake and the mirror, we know that the homeopath doctor was a young doctor who did not have any comforts in his room. It was a small room and it had only a table and chair so that he could sit there and study. And he had a small bed, and the room was filled with mice moving about the whole night. And what landed on his shoulder one fine day? The hood of a cobra. So, this vocabulary is connected to that particular lesson, the snake and the mirror. What do you mean by vocabulary, children? The number of words known to a particular person is called vocabulary. There are a few sentences that is emphasizing on a particular word. Here we have three particular words: electrified, meager, solitary. What do you mean by electrified? The room which had no electricity. The room or a place or a house that does not have any electricity was not electrified. So, when you do not have electricity, and when you know that the room or the house is not electrified, what would be the other alternate that you would use? A lamp, a lantern, or a lamp. You have to light it with a matchbox in order to get some light into the room. So, here we are going with the sentence, and here we are having some clues in the textbook. The correct answer has been written under the sentence. Please follow and listen to what is being taught children. The house was not electrified. The house was not electrified. There was no electricity in the house. There was no electricity in the house. The house was not electrified. There was no electricity in the house. The earnings were meager. The earnings were meager. What do you mean by meager? Very small. Very small. The earnings were meager. Very small. What do you mean by earnings? The doctor was earning a very small salary. He was earning a very small salary as he was working in a village. I I also possessed an solitary black coat. I also possessed an solitary black coat. What do you mean by solitary? Single. Solitary means single. I also possessed an solitary black coat. So what did the doctor possess? He had only one black coat. Solitary means single. Answer, single. Once again, children, I am repeating, the number of words known to a particular person is called vocabulary. We are having a few sentences here from the lesson, The Snake and the Mirror, and the answers have been written here as well. The house was not electrified. Answer, there was no electricity in the house. The earnings were meager. Answer, very small. I also possessed an solitary black coat. Answer, single. Children, I hope you understood the online class and the explanation of vocabulary. Have a nice day. Thank you. Teacher? Kumari teacher.